Hello. I was in the middle of recording a video, um, and then I kept talking and talking, and it got really personal. Um, it got too personal in inside for anyone to care about. Um, but you know, I was like, ooh, no one's gonna care about this topic, but also the people that know about this topic are gonna be like, ooh, like not cringe, but just like, ooh, I can't believe, oh, it's bothering him that much. It's not, but whatever. Um, people who know me and know what I'm talking about. Here I go again, going into whatever. Um, let's go back to that first story I was trying to tell in that other video. Was I had a moment where like I didn't realize how I didn't realize how much I needed the technology the technology around me. I mean, like I knew I needed the technology around me. I just had no idea how much dependence I had on it. Um, I had where it got to the point where I was sitting in front of like three, four different devices, and they were all on low battery, so they all needed to charge at the exact same time. And basically, anytime I had to get up for like the next 20 minutes was a nightmare. 20 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but it felt like 3 hours because every time I got up, it was an ordeal. I had to take a quiz online because a majority of my classes are online, so I had to take the quiz online. I had that open on one device, and then I had um, the actual textbook open. And because I don't have the physical textbook, of course, I had the ebook. I had that on the my sister got me a Kindle for Christmas, so I had that on the Kindle. I had my phone sitting next to me because I was in the middle of a conversation, very very important conversation, and then I had just music playing in the background, just for fun, just to keep me focused, just ambient noise. Uh, they were all on low battery. They were all like on the teeming death. Like they were all like 20%, 18, 6%. I was like, ooh, so I gotta charge them all at the same time. I had no idea. It ended up being me sitting cross-legged on my bed, four things in front of me, and like because the chargers are not all facing the same way, of course, um, tablet chargers facing this way, like on my left side, and then I had the laptop circled back around onto the other side. I was like, oh, this sucks. This is a nightmare. Um, it didn't take that long because the quiz actually had the time limit. Um, but then I had to do a bunch of other homework, so yeah. And fortunately enough, once that quiz was done, I could let myself go, and I walked away from this. I just waited until everything had enough charge. I could just like unplug it a little bit and just breathe. It felt suffocating. I don't find myself to be a claustrophobic person. I wouldn't call myself claustrophilic. Like I don't enjoy tight spaces, but I don't mind tight spaces. Um, but I also um, no, yeah, that's all I was gonna say. I don't mind tight spaces, but it's fine. Um, I don't particularly love it, but just in that moment, just sitting in front of a bunch of wires, I'm staring at some of the wires right now. It's so messy, and there's nothing I can do about it. Just because of the fact that um, that's the other thing. Everything I have here, I'll show you. Like these things, little cubes, are it's still glowing. That's kind of cool, actually. It glows whenever you plug it in. It goes away if it goes unplugged long enough, but um, it glows for a little bit before it goes away once you unplug it. Um, all those fit just awkwardly enough that I can't use everything on the power strip, and I'm sure that has to be a thing where no, it can't. It can't possibly be a thing where like it's blocking the power. It's blocking the outlets on purpose so that you don't use up all of the outlets, so that it doesn't drain the main outlet. You know what I'm talking about on the power strip? There's like always five of them. Um, it almost feels like it's done on purpose so that you don't plug in like five different devices on it and like short circuit everything because that's happened. This wall right here where the TV is, um, I have an outlet right right there. You see that white one? That's the power strip, and connected to that is all my shit, all my important shit. The TV, the PS3, the PS4. um, the tablet, um, not the microphone, because the microphone is just a USB. But yeah, just those four things. Because if I plug one more thing in, it's not gonna fit. I don't have anything that fits it. But on the other side of that is my sister's room, and she also has an outlet on that side. Um, she has not only a TV and a PS4 attached to it, she has her beast, like, fucking like a tower attached to it. She has the tower and all that entails, which would include, I would assume, the monitor, the tower itself, everything. She has a heater attached to there too, not for the PC, but just the heater because it gets cold in her room. It's insane. And every once in a while, the power in my room turns off because of how much power she's taking in. Um, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. Um, that's oh god, I remember my I was having a conversation at work today too about gaming laptops because I'm thinking of I'm thinking of buying an Elgato. Maybe I wouldn't say in a month, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Um, I'll buy like an Elgato, and then once I have enough money, I'm gonna buy a designated laptop just for recording video. Um, so we were talking about like laptops and stuff like that and PCs, and my friend was like saying, my coworker was just talking about just buy a desktop, buy a mini desktop, that would work out much better for you than a laptop. I'm like, I know, but I might just buy a laptop anyway, just because the reason why is it's a lot more portable, and I can like tinker around with it. Also, I don't have space for it. I'm looking at the mess on the bed on the desk where it should go, but it's not going to because it's a mess. Um, so there's that. Um, and I just recounted when my sister was asking me about gaming laptops and how I was just like, none of these gaming laptops are gonna be to your liking. Why don't you just build a tower? And I didn't think she'd go for it. And then parts started coming into the house, and she didn't just build a tower. She built like a rig. Like she showed it to me. Everything is like, like I don't want to say like stereotypical, but it was like, first of all, the actual shell, I forget what, I don't know what it's called, but the actual like casing that the tower is built around is clear, see-through, so you can see inside of it. And it's really neat. It's really neat. Like she made it so that the cables are like perfect. Like, I've seen some horrible towers. Um Cables all splayed out, but she managed a way to keep it neat. And she has like lights built into it. I'm like, holy fuck. I wish I had the space for that, but I clearly don't. Not at all. It's kind of tragedy. You saw it a little bit when I panned the camera down here. A little notebook right there. That's the little box right there is the little present my sister got me. She got me a bunch of Funko Pops, Kingdom Hearts themed Funko Pops. It's pretty cute. I like it. Um, but now I don't know what to do with the box. And I can't throw it away because that's where the Funko Pops are. They're inside. I just don't have a place for the Funko Pops. But yeah, she built it. And then she has like a um, glowing laptop. It's so intense. Like every time she uses it, it's like a light show in the corner of the room. Um, but I just remember that. I honestly didn't think she'd do it. I didn't think she'd listen. I didn't think that she was being serious when she said, "Okay, okay, I'll do that." And then she looked it up and she taught herself how to build a computer. So like, props to her. I wouldn't have the patience. Um, my coworkers are like, it's not really that hard, but it does take some learning. And she really did research that shit. She bought like, I wouldn't say the most expensive parts, but she bought like the most within price range, like the best. Like she runs like shit, like really fast. Like that's what she wants. She want like the best graphics, and of course, she bought like a monitor, everything. It's great. Um, so there's that. Um, but yeah, what was the other thing I was talking about in the other video? Oh, just people in general. Um, that's the vaguest shit. Um, I was telling my friends because I had seen them at the end of January. Um, we all hung out at our friend's house, and I told them, please never leave me alone for that long. I went a whole month without my friends because the way the timing went was when they were free, I wasn't, and when I got busy, they also got busy. So it happens. That's just the way things go. But I was telling them a really long story. I'm not gonna get into it because that's the personal shit. But um, my sentiments is I had a I would say an interaction with this person where um I had a thing where this person seems cool, let's be friends, um and then went like an entire year because we had like a falling out, and then she came back like a year later like, let's I want to give this another shot. I actually think you're kind of cool. And so every single time I try to hang out, it's basically when you feel like you're the only one putting any sort of effort into the friendship aspect of things. um you get tired of it. And it got to the point where people around me that know this person and know that I've been doing this is like, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you keep hanging around this person? It's like they suck. My friend from the show I did was like, because that was one of the first things I told her was, oh yeah, this girl, she seems really cool, blah blah blah. And my friend was like, when you first told me about her, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, she seems awful, but Darwin likes her, so I'll leave it up to him. But I wasn't really sure, and I was like, oh my god, you thought she was horrible back then? Wait till you hear this shit. Um, but basically, the gist of it is, you know, don't don't like waste your time on other people because time is precious and you don't get that stuff back. So, if someone's not like treating you with the proper respect that you should treat yourself, then why bother putting them in your life? And I told all my friends, I was like, I've stopped trying, but I was having such a good time at work today that I talked to this person and I didn't mean to. But not that I didn't mean to, but I was like, I didn't. My whole thing is like, I'm not gonna bother striking up a conversation with this person. Yeah, but that's it. And I kind of just like left it alone and didn't talk to them for the rest of the night. I was just like, okay, that's all. Um, but what am I trying to say here? Like, don't, yeah, just don't let people waste your time like that. You don't deserve that. And honestly, my whole thing was like, I was trying not to waste their time. I was trying to get right down to it. I was just like, this is what you said you wanted, and I told you this is what I wanted. I was like, you want to do this, fine, let's do this. But every time I tried to do something that I wanted to do, they suddenly are unavailable, busy, or don't wanna hang out, or just have decided to make other plans entirely. You know, no, no, I'm not playing with that shit. That's no. Um, and I was and he's like, besides, I've been talking to someone who I've never really met in person sober. We only hung out at a party once, and we were both shit faced. But we found a way to contact each other, and she's really cool. So I'm hoping to meet her someday while I'm not drunk, cause we've been like just like texting each other, and for like a long while actually. Now that I think about it, not a long while, but for a little while. Um, but she seems nice, and I was like, I'm gonna put my focus into like being friends with this person instead of being friends with someone who does not care to an extent. So that's the only thing new with me, and I've been hanging out with my friends again recently. um, February is So going a little bit better than January. I wouldn't say it's the best so far. I mean, it's only been 2 months of the year so far, and right now February's at the top. So that's fine. What else happened this month? Oh, Black Panther. Um, Went to go see it with my friends opening night. Midnight showing. Not opening night. Midnight showing. Movie's great. Um, there are still people walking out of a Marvel movie after a decade of Marvel movies. There are still people walking out of the theater before the credits end. Um, and then you get the people who, because Guardians of the Galaxy fucked everyone up, um, you get the one ending, and then people leave, and then the credits continue, and then the people that know, they know, and then they stay, and then it's like, oh, you have to sit through the whole movie. You have to not pay attention to all the names coming on in the credits for you to see that last like 3 seconds of footage. Um, but yeah, that's uh that's been the month so far. I'm waiting for my next stupid purchase to come in. You see that up there? That's the Sora Play Arts figure. Um, I bought that because I thought that that's all we were getting. I thought it was Play Arts, and then as soon as the Aqua Play Arts came, or as soon as the Aqua Play Arts was announced, um, they also announced a smaller scale Sora figure, a Bring Arts figure, for $60. That's like, I want to say that's $150. It's an excellent toy. Don't buy it. Buy it. Buy the Bring Arts. And I told myself I wouldn't buy it. I was gonna buy the Aqua Play Arts. But it's 12 inches. So I needed space to clear up around on my desk. But I'm looking at my desk right now, and there's so much shit on it. You know what else? You know what else I got? I got this thing. Sorry, this video is gonna be long. I haven't made a video in a while. I got this thing. Fucking Marvel Legends. Um, my tastes are not that expensive. So these are the types of things I like to collect, like American figures. Really, like, not cheap, but like, like standard. Like, they're like cheap enough that I don't mind playing around and like dropping them. You know, like, if someone got me a Figma, I would never take it out of the box. My sister got me a Nendoroid Dark Knight figure. I don't like taking that out of the box because I feel like I'm gonna lose the pieces, and like, um I almost lost one of the pieces because it comes with like a batarang, and I dropped it somewhere on carpet. Um, but yes, I don't like playing around with those so much. I mean, there's some things I just like posing them. I don't like playing around with them. Um, but I bought the gist of that little tangent is I bought the Bring Arts Sora figure because, what? Every time a new trailer comes out for Kingdom Hearts, they announce that, oh yeah, this is gonna be a toy in the Bring Arts scale, and then they announce the Nier Automata or Automata figures, and they're also in the Bring Arts scale. I'm like, damn it. Um, so I pre-ordered the Nier one too. Um, and it's in scale with like SH Figuarts and Figma. So, um, I bought. I'm waiting for my Joker figure to come out. The Joker from Persona 5, not Jared Leto. Joker from Persona 5, which some people already have, but Big Bad Toy Store for whatever reason does not have it. Um, it's still expected to arrive February, which means I'm gonna get it in March. Um, so I have that pre-ordered, and then because Big Bad Toy Store just had the Bring Art Sora in stock, as soon as I click checkout, it's like, okay, it's on its way. I'm like, oh, okay, good. No way to cancel it. I mean, there is, but I'd have to call them, and I'm like, I don't want to call customer service, um, and waste someone's time because I changed my mind on a purchase. Um, so there's that. So I'm waiting on that because they also announced the Riku Bring Arts, and I'm like, I want it. You know, it's like I assume it's gonna be like $50 because all the other Bring Arts figures were like less expensive than the Sora one. So maybe $50, maybe even better of a figure. Um, everyone's making fun. Everyone is making fun of Riku's new Keyblade, but someone pointed out that it's based on the Queso Master Key, which is supposed to open multiple locks or open any lock, and I think that's cool. It's got the little circles on it. It looks like a key, because sometimes in this anime Disney Square Enix shit we forget that they're holding giant keys around. So there's that. uh I think that's all. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go play Monster Hunter. That's what I've been doing. But if you've seen this channel, you know I've been playing Monster Hunter. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go play Monster Hunter. Maybe fight Nerigante. Maybe get my ass kicked again. Yeah, that's it. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the month. I hope my shipments come in soon. If my Sora Bring Arts comes before the Joker figure, I'm gonna complain. Um, that's all. I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that customer. You know. Sometimes it freaks me out that I'm also a customer because I hate customers, but I am one too. So that's the hypocrisy. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm very hungry. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time. More Rhyme remake coming out. I just streamed Monster Hunter again last night, so I'll put the archives up on YouTube. And then again, I don't think I mentioned it. Oh yeah, I did. When I get my Elgato going, I'll start doing let's plays of games that I really like because I've always wanted to LP Kingdom Hearts. Like I streamed it a little bit on Jadrian's channel, which I put a I put a link I put a link in the description to on one of the Monster Hunter videos. I think the first one or the second one um to his channel because we did start playing Kingdom Hearts as like a stream, but I wanna let's play it and have like clearly defined episodes. So I'll do that. Give me another excuse to play Kingdom Hearts. Get myself hyped up for KH3. That's all. Um, Bye.